After breathing all the great Lake Como air during the day, I was ravenous by dinner time in Milan. My choice of venue was Zucca e Melone, or Pumpkin and Melon, where I'd enjoyed dinners on 2 previous visits. This is Fabio, the waiter and sommelier. He has a vast knowledge of excellent up-and-coming, out-of-the-mainstream winemakers. He also has a phenomenal memory. The second time I came for dinner, he remembered what wines I'd drunk on the first occasion the year before, and what I'd had to eat. I started out with a tartare of Piemontese scottona beef with porcini. And not just the single porcino slice you see on top of the watercress. Fabio recommended a Ter Bianc from Cinque Campi, a small producer near Reggio Emilia, to go with it. This wine, a sparkling Trebbiano, is not only organic but unfiltered, with natural yeast fermentation.
Questo all'estero viene chiamato orange wine.
The maceration on the skins yields a perfect example, as Fabio explained, of so-called orange wine. The basic decoration colors at Zucca e Melone are orange and green. Holding this wine up against the green wall, the orange color is unmistakable. My dinner continued with a pear and taleggio risotto, for which Fabio recommended a buttafuoco from the Oltrepò Pavese, made from Barbera, Croatina, and Vespolina grapes, which you're not likely to find in any wine shop near you, unless you live in northern Italy. My next wine was a Roncaille sui lieviti from the Menti winery in Gambellara in the Veneto, a naturally sparkling wine made from Garganega grapes. Refreshing and delicious, it was also unfiltered, as you can see. Which doesn't explain why the picture isn't sharp, and the fuzzy focus carried over to the clip of the main dish the wine accompanied. A sformatino, or mold, of bacala, salt cod, with a tomato coulis, and crisp fried leeks with white polenta and chickpea flour on watercress. Perhaps all those wonderful ingredients were too much for my iPhone to focus on. Although it may not be great for my reputation to admit it, I was again too full for dessert. But Fabio had the perfect solution, a glass of dessert wine instead, a Zibibbo, the iconic Sicilian dessert wine varietal from the Centonze vineyard near Marsala in southwestern Sicily.
Allora, guardando la Sicilia, siamo a sud-ovest.
So I could have something to nibble on while enjoying it, he brought me a little plate of homemade biscotti. It was Saturday night, but the throngs in front of the Basilica of San Lorenzo are out here in the piazza or sitting by the Roman-era columns in the same numbers on any given weeknight as well, every bit as late. Assuming it's not pouring rain. And just a few steps the other side of the medieval original Porta Ticinese, there were still queues at midnight for the organic ice cream at Grom. I was too full to join the queue, so pictures of their ice creams and sorbets and granite will have to wait until next year.